What's this about? We're here to help. I'm listening. You're wasting your breath. That's right, exactly. Good day. Hello there. Protect and serve. It's what we do. Yes? Good. Is that so? You blah. Sure. Please. I'm in. Yeah. Good. Blah, blah, blah. Good one? No. Oh. Don't make me laugh. You're. Is that so? Good one. You're full of it. You're not. No. You can't scare me. They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members. Take care.
I'm Logvar. Hafid pays me to stand around and keep things quiet. All right. That's... Please. You're pathetic. Please, I'm embarrassed. But thank you. You got... You're full of it. Good. Blah, blah, blah. What a bore. Nords who drink either get friendly or mean. I'm here to deal with the mean ones. I've heard Edla Darkheart was once an assassin. You too. How are you? Welcome to Bruma, stranger. Hafid Hollowleg. I'm your host at Gerald View. Bed, food, whatever you need. We'll see. Sure. What a fool. I doubt it. What a fool you are. No. I doubt it. Couldn't. What a fool you are. Goodness, what can I say? Lyra Rosentia collects Akaviri artifacts. She might have a project in mind. Her house is west of the chapel. I was at Olav's earlier, and I ran into this Dunmer named Raynil Dralas. After a round or two, he told me he was an honest-to-goodness vampire hunter. Be seeing you. I take it you want something. Well, what is it? I take it you... Angar, the world-weary, they call me. I've been everywhere and done everything. Now I'm settled down for a good long rest. I'm listening. What a... I wish I... You're a... You can't scare me. That's... What a... Well, you're revolting. Well, you're... That's... Really now, you're... Is that so... Really? Ugh, that's foul. Bruma is a perfect town for a Nord man of leisure. Bracing mountain air, good food and drink, and lively Nord fellowship. I've heard Edla Darkheart was once an assassin. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lirrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynil slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such an likable fellow. Good day. What can I do for you today? We'll see. Yes, what? No. Good one. What? Not bad. That's a bit excessive, That's a bit excessive, don't you think? That's a bit... Yeah! You're good! Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kavach, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city? The Countess is Heartland Nibanian, and so are most guildsmen and chapelmen, but most others are as Nordish as you'll find. Good journey to you.
Please leave.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, or Raynil Dralas, will be allowed access. We'll see. You're... Oh, no. What a great... You... What? Ugh. Not... You... Please... Well done. You... Good. I wish... You should be ashamed. That... Good. Real. Ugh. That's not bad. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Lirrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Raynil Dralas, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynil arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Brayden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Brayden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Brayden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer. As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living. Feel free to question anyone in town.
I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me. Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast. I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Brayden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Raynil Dralas. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Brayden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Raynil, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Raynil convinced Carius that Brayden was a vampire. Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous. And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Brayden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Raynil character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name. Yes? What? That's you win this one. Great. You. Sorry, I don't get it. What? You've got a point. You think I salute you most. I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar. I know sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Sorry, I have a lot of work to do. Oh, you're back. So, Any new revelations in your, investigation? I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Raynil has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Raynil is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either. I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Raynil. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Raynil is what he says he is, so I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught. Keep up
Hello.
the good work, I suppose. Excuse me.
Hello.
What do you need? Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lirrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynil slew him. Kind of strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such a likable fellow. Someone needs to get Skjorta under control. You'd think Olfan would be the one to do it. Good day.
I'm Logvar. Hafid pays me to stand around and keep things quiet. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lirrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynil slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such an likable fellow. You too.
Excuse me, I'm on duty. Yes? Sure. I doubt it. What? Yeah, that's pretty good. What? Not bad. Not bad. Not. No more. You're good. What? No more. I see. Poor Arnora. Seems her boyfriend, Jorundr, has stolen some gold from her and left her penniless. Now he's in jail and she's destitute. Arnora and Jorundr were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Arnora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all. Poor thing. Goodbye. pity, beautiful lady.
I'm so hungry. Thank you, kind lady. I'm listening. You're too kind. Oh, you're pathetic. Oh, you can't scare me. Yes, have you heard about Kva? Blessings of Akatosh upon ye.
Me children will thank you for your help.
Thank you, kind lady. We'll see. What a great story. I wish I get. You're wasting your breath. Good. I wish I. You're Good. Really? You should be ashamed. Get up. No. I wish I could say that. I was at Olav's earlier, and I ran into this Dunmer named Raynil Dralas. After a round or two, he told me he was an honest-to-goodness Blessings of anew upon you.
Well met.
What can I do for you today? Raynil's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Brayden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either. What can I do for you? Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynil told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment. And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much. I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden would... Just look for me if...
Go ahead.
Hello.
Oh, so, any new revelations in your, investigation? How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelliborn was killed by Raynil not too long ago. Gelliborn was a vampire as well, obviously. What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gelliborn was not a vampire? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynil have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynil from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Hello. Do you have any more questions? I'm afraid I know little more. Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Raynil. I know I sound desperate, but
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynil was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma as Raynil doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him. Please hurry.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part. I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer. Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here, but then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom. Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
Have pity, beautiful lady. That's not a day.
I was praying. What news do you bring? Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state. No, he always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered. Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brother. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel. Justice has been done.